Hi friends, I'm Natalie Carey, a certified personal trainer. I want movement to be sustainable for people long term, and being able to straighten your arm up overhead like this without any pain is a skill that is going to help you maintain your quality of life. So we want to be able to do that pain-free, and I've got 5 bodyweight exercises that are going to help you to maintain that skill and to go from this to this. So the only thing that you're going to need today in terms of exercise is going to be a lacrosse ball or a similar tool. And I just want to reiterate that this video is not designed to diagnose injuries. So if you've had a recent shoulder injury, please make sure that you're talking to your healthcare provider. The first exercise that we're going to do is a lacrosse ball release of our shoulder joint. What I'm going to do is bring this to the back of my shoulder, like the back of my armpit, and lean in towards the wall. And right away, there's good stuff in there. So you might feel some tenderness, some tightness. Maybe you're like, whoa, I didn't even know I had that body part. Yeah, you do, and it's a hardworking part of your shoulder. So you can roll around that area. You can also bring this into your armpit. If you're able to flatten your armpit against the wall, you can do that. If you're here for this video, keeping the elbow bent is probably your best bet. So we'll just work on the back there. And then I'm gonna have you lower the arm down. And now we're going to work on your deltoid area. So bring that lacrosse ball, again, between the wall and your shoulder. And you're gonna roll all around that area of your deltoids. Your deltoid muscle has 3 heads. So you wanna get into the back, the side, and the front of that. And just depending on where you personally are tight in this movement, you might find, wow, I've got a lot more tightness in the back of the shoulder, or there's a lot of tightness in the front leading towards the chest. There's no right or wrong answer. There's no good or bad soreness. We just want to try and release some of it with that lacrosse ball. Let's switch over to the second side. So again, we're getting into this back part of your armpit. You can bend the arm, lean against the wall. No matter your shoulder flexibility, you should be able to get into this position. I just have it here. I don't have it like totally back and overhead. So I'm on the back of my armpit right now. And this is the area that's leading down towards your bigger back muscles. I often find that if my shoulders are feeling tight, this is a really good spot for me to work on. Let's bring it back down to the deltoid. So lower that shoulder down. Let's roll out our anterior, lateral, and posterior deltoid. Little anatomy lingo for you. I know, pretty cool. This is our last moment of using the lacrosse ball, and then it's just body weight stuff from here on out. I wanted to do this first so that we can alleviate any tension that you have going on around your shoulder, get a little bit more length out of those muscles so that we get more benefit out of these bodyweight exercises that we're gonna do. Okay, you can set that lacrosse ball over to the side, and we're gonna go into wall slides. You can also do this on your floor. I'm gonna be sneaking past my plant here. So for wall slides, these are challenging. They're deceptively hard. You get your butt, your shoulders, your elbows, and your hands against the wall behind you. And the goal is to try and keep all of those contact points on the wall as you reach the arms up and overhead, trying to extend the elbows all the way. When you can't extend them anymore without keeping everything on the wall, like elbows are starting to come off, hands are starting to come off, you're starting to hit your plant, you bring the elbows back down and you start over again. Let's do 10 of these. This is number 2. I have pretty flexible shoulders, so I might be getting a lot higher in my range of motion than you are, and that's okay. We're all working on different things. Double check Are your butt and your shoulders still connected to the wall? You don't want to be arching away from it. We're halfway through, bringing those elbows all the way back down. This is a mobility movement that's designed as a stretch, but it's definitely a workout. My shoulders are starting to get a little burn going on here. Let's do 2 more. I'm making sure my head is resting against the wall. I forgot that part. I was starting to lean forward. Keep it back. Last one. Woo! All right. Give that a little bit of a shake out. Those are wall slides. Again, you can do those on the floor as well. Next up, this seems like it's not connected to your shoulders, but it definitely can be. We're gonna do a chin tuck and tilt. And that's just going to help get your neck into better alignment, which a lot of the time has a lot to do with shoulder pain, discomfort, and flexibility. What we do is we bring our chin into a double chin. We bring it straight back and then gently tilt it up towards your ceiling. When you sit back up, you just bring it back to neutral. You're not trying to jut your head forward. We don't want that. Okay, well, let's do that 9 more times. Chin comes back. We tilt it up towards the ceiling. Bring it back to neutral. Again, while you're doing this, watch out for any pain. I only want you moving that neck in a comfortable range of motion. So no pinching. And you should have your chest lifted, shoulders back, not slouched forward. This is also a great movement if you've been sitting at your desk for a long time, staring at your computer. Let's do 1 more. Woo, okay. This feels elongated. IYTs are next. You can come into a slightly hinged position. Straighten the arms out as far as is pain-free for you. Again, if for any reason you need to have a slight bend in the elbow, that's fine and understandable. We lift the arms up into an I. I'm trying to get them by my ears. You bring them up as high as you can, that's pain-free. Then we bring them into a Y shape. I'm just turning so that I don't hit my yellow backdrop. And then we bring them into a T shape out to the side, shoulder blades coming together. Let's do that 5 more times. Up into an I shape, wrists face each other. Into a Y shape, arms are wider. T shape, thumbs are still going up towards the ceiling. 4 more times. We can speed it up just a little bit, but we still have control on the way up and on the way down. We're not just throwing those arms out there. Think about bringing your shoulders down and back into your back pockets. You can also do this fully standing up if your back is starting to get tired. Putting you into that hinged forward position just gives your arms a little bit of resistance. Last one here. And then we're gonna go into one of my favorite stretches. Let's finish with that T and bring the arms back down. Okay, one of my favorite stretches here. You can do it anywhere. It is a wall chest stretch. You have the option of putting your arm into a bent position or a straight position. So if you're going straight, hand comes to hip height. If you're going bent, hand comes up here by your head. All you need is a wall. Elbow and hand go against the wall, and then you rotate your chest outward away from the wall. And you should be feeling this on the wall side, on your chest and your shoulder. So many people I find are very tight in their chest and shoulder muscles because we spend all day like hunched over our computers. And so opening up this chest can really help you to maintain the ability to reach those arms overhead. Gently release that. Come over to the other side. Remember, if you're keeping it low, the hand is going to be down here at hip height. Elbow and hand go against the wall, turn your chest outward. So there's so many times in life where we need to be able to raise our arms overhead. If you're doing your hair, you're putting your luggage up over in the overhead bin, you're getting a canned good off of the highest grocery shelf. We need to be able to bring our arms overhead. So if there's any way that makes maintaining that skill more sustainable, lifelong, we want to do it. All right, release that arm and then retest. See how does it feel to bring those arms up close to your ears, straight up overhead. You might not have gotten totally there today, but if you keep repeating these few movements, I promise that range will increase. Also make sure if you had that recent injury, you're talking to maybe a physical therapist about what you personally can do to uniquely support your shoulders. If you liked this workout, give it a like, subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you liked in the comments below. I'm Natalie Carey. Thank you for being excellent to yourself.